Here at Cedar Lake, we want to be able to offer services to anybody, adults with intellectual disabilities, but the process can be really confusing as far as getting on our waiting list. So we wanted to kind of go over some frequently asked questions for how do I get on the waiting list. Cedar Lake provides services for adults with intellectual disabilities. We have residential services, which is just some place to live depending on the person's needs, what's best for them. And then we have day program, we have different kinds of residential services. We have intermediate care facilities, ICF, which is if the needs are more intense, typically medically. And then we have community-based services through this SCL program in Kentucky, Supports for Community Living, and that's our CLR program. For the ICF or the intermediate care facilities, we're really looking at folks who need more intense staffing, need a nurse on site, or therapeutic services, PT, OT, speech, those kinds of things on site. In the community, it's less staff, and if you need specialized services, you do it by accessing the community like anybody else would. Whereas in intermediate care facility like at the Lodge, Sycamore Run, Park Place, if you need a PT, they're here. You need OT, they're here. And then we have nurses 24/7. In order to qualify for ICF services, the person has to have a documented intellectual disability that's documented prior to 18. And that's the most important thing that we need when we're looking for appropriateness. Just because we're funded through Medicaid, and that is a requirement, is that you do have to have an intellectual disability documented. So to get on the waiting list, what we need you to do is to contact the social worker. There's several of us that you can contact, but if you're looking at the website or if you call our main number, they'll be able to tell you who to contact, and they'll get you in touch with one of us. And at that point, we'll start the process by doing an application. Once you have that application submitted, I'll look through all kinds of documentation that you've given me, and then it'll go to a committee, and then we work through getting you on the waiting list. The waiting list is about 5 years long, so it does take some time. As far as documentation, again, you need to make sure you have something that has their intellectual disability specifically stated, and that document needs to be prior to them turning 18. That diagnosis needs to be made. Now, if you don't have that, because I know a lot of times that got lost in time, give us a call and we can look through what you do have and see what we can help you with.
An individual does not have to have a Kentucky waiver to move into the intermediate care facility. However, they would need Kentucky Medicaid to qualify for the intermediate care facility. If your individual lives in Kentucky and you do not have Kentucky Medicaid, go ahead and give us a call and we can walk you through that process on steps needed to get Kentucky Medicaid.
People ask a lot, what number am I on the waiting list, to try to kind of get an indication of when they might come up and be available for eligible for placement. And unfortunately, it's fortunate and unfortunate, the only time we have openings is when we do, someone passes away and we lose an individual. We typically do not have people just leave. So there's really no way to know what the time frame is going to be. That's not up to us. As far as when an opening does come up, even if you're number one, it's going to depend on your individual's needs. If I have an opening, say, on a suite that everybody's in wheelchairs and they're very vulnerable, and your loved one is somebody who needs more behavior intervention and supports with aggressive behavior, let's say, then that wouldn't be an appropriate suite for that person. So even though your higher number doesn't mean it's an automatic placement. Cedar Lake's here to help. That's the bottom line. That's our number one purpose. And if you have any questions and we haven't covered them and you can't find it on the internet, just give us a call. We can set you up for a tour. We can get you started on the application process, or we can let you know if it's not something Cedar Lake can do. But just give us a call because we're here to help.